Hey guys, welcome in. This is Bolt from the Blue Tarot. My name is Sam. I'm an intuitive reader, and I read for your highest good and the highest good of all. We're going to hop right into it. I've got a couple decks here. One is my storybook deck, and the other is the First Occult Tarot, as is traditional on my channel. Let's see. So, general energy today. What? Lucy hiding at the back of the cupboard? Get out of here, you guys. Okay. So you won't know when, how, or why this happens, but you're about to enter Narnia. You guys, things are about to ramp up. Magic is about to kick off big time. Like, you think your life is already magical? Just wait. What is about to happen to you, or what is currently happening to you, you cannot explain to your siblings. If you know this story, they will call you a liar because you're the littlest sister. Because you're the most imaginative and most closely connected to spirit. I know, but you can't explain this to other people because they won't understand unless they've experienced something similar themselves. And no one is ever as impressed by the synchronicities that happen to us as we are, because it's very much a subjective experience, or a mental experience, let me say that, between you and the universe, that they're not a part of. So yeah, so trust your bodily intuition, especially over trickster spirits. You know, the Mr. Tumnuses that may be greeting you as you walk through the back of the cupboard and into Narnia. But enjoy the lucid engagement with the universe you're about to experience. Get conversational and playful, and don't doubt the synchronicities that you're about to, or you're currently encountering. If this reading is bringing you synchronicities, it's my pleasure to be the synchronicity vending machine of the universe. And there's some encouragement here to speak with animals as well. So whatever that means to you, sometimes these cards have a little tidbit at the end, a little extra from the story. Maybe that's your synchronicity. All right, that's card number 45. I was going to reach for the other deck, but I just kept shuffling the storybook cards. I think another one wants to come up. Sherlock Holmes in the Mind Palace. Okay, so this is Hermit card. This is the context of going within. So meditating, hypnosis, shamanic journeying, astral traveling, all of the good magical mental stuff, but inward journeys. All right, so this might not be, the magical realism of a Haruki Murakami novel where it's just like raining frogs as you walk out the door. But you might be in for some magic on the mental plane. That's card number 55, in case that's of significance to you. All right, that's an interesting combo of cards. The back of the cupboard may be in your mind. It may be within. Yeah. Okay, let's see what the tarot has to say. We have the Eight of Vessels, which has a depiction of the Greek goddess Nike, or Nike, with wings, a torch, a sword in its scabbard, and an ankh emblazoned on a shield. We have the Sage, which is this deck's version of the Hermit card. Searching for justice on earth is the role of the Sage, and he's accompanied by a dog, looks like it's mid-run, sort of a greyhound mix maybe. It's brown. Death. This particular death card, death is dancing as a skeleton, and it's reminiscent of Memento Mori, paintings in sort of the 1300s, 1400s that were playful depictions, artistic depictions of death. They're sort of macabre, but this was during the height of the Black Plague in Europe, and in some places it wiped out as much as 2/3 of the population. So death was a daily occurrence, and the art of the time was depicting it in a way where, like, you have to dance with death, right? This inevitability of death, and this living life joyfully anyway kind of vibe. Okay, so Eight of Wands, victory, possibly spiritual. We have the sage walking towards death. So I feel like this is you going inwards on some sort of journey where you will encounter the dead. And that sounds scarier than it is. This can just be your own ancestors. This can just be a past version of self, former life. This can be, it can be, guys, that you're a medium and that the dead have been trying to reach you. We don't know till they come a knocking. Okay, we have the Knave of Batons. Interesting. The Knight of Swords. The Six of Batons. The batons in this deck are similar to the wands. So this is a bit of a complicated tale that's forming here. What I'm getting from the Knave of Batons and the Knight of Swords, the Knave is sort of bravely walking through unknown terrain, like a desert environment, with just like his staff raised confidently. And, there's nothing especially special about him other than, he has this sash with the ankh all the way down it. Something about like former priest here, guys, like former high priest energy. And then the Knight of Swords, this can be a figure seeking revenge, as Horus sought revenge against Set for the death of his father Osiris. But what I'm getting from this is just like spiritual protection, and it's all very Egyptian energy. Like this is an Egyptian deck, but that particular energy isn't normally emphasized for me. But in this reading, it really is. So there's some stuff from the past that's coming back here through your explorations. I'm curious about this Six of Batons, though. This normally indicates some sort of rift, like divorce energy, or between your masculine and feminine aspects. We've got creation, Osiris breathing life into the first humans. So yeah, this is the resurrection energy that I'm getting here. This is kind of like the Judgment card in the traditional Rider-Waite. So it might be like a resurrection and reunion of your divine feminine, divine masculine aspects that's being explored through this. Let's see what else. Ooh, the Flaming Sword. Curiouser and curiouser. So this is man and woman expelled from paradise. The Six of Batons, the Creation card, and the Flaming Sword all feature this masculine, feminine polarity. What is going on here? So what I'm getting here is this is some sort of spiritual activity that involves, like it's going to involve both your masculine and feminine aspects. So you might have to do, as an example, like there might be some doing involved in the masculine sense of taking action to take the course that teaches you how to do this, or read the book, or go to the place. But then it will also involve this receptive feminine energy of sinking in, receiving, like allowing yourself to know that you are safe enough to do this thing. Because it can be a little bit scary when we're dealing with these energies that we're not used to, right? Let's see if I can get any more on this. Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. Huh. And the Ace of Wands equivalent. So this is going to give you this change of perspective that's going to create a breakthrough. So this is like, you may have been actioning to try to achieve something when really you are this channel and you need to sink in and receive it. Like, what might be waiting for you may be receptive.
Well, no wonder, because the fireplace has a lot.
Yeah, so I feel like you are like the other side is trying to reach out to you because you are this channel, and they're trying to give you this download, this information, this upgrade, this epiphany. But you're not allowing yourself to sink into this space where they can, I don't want to say get to you, but like where you can hear them. And it might be because every time you come close to getting into this space, the energy feels kind of scary, like it feels a little spooky, or just unknown. And there's reassurance here that it's going to be okay. Like, this is going to resurrect some skills that you have not tapped into. Yeah. Like, this is the equivalent to, like, you need a surgery. But the only place you can get it done is at the surgeon's office, like at a hospital. And this is the equivalent to saying, like, you need to come to us. So this involves you getting into this state so that they can do this work on you or relay this message. Let's see if I can get you guys some pieces of advice from my storybook deck here. It's very interesting. In the environment I'm in, the chaos is kind of kicking up, getting louder and louder. It's like entropy is increasing. Let's see. Okay. This is a very interesting reading. So we've got Timon and Pumbaa in the jungle. This is card number 57. So this card encourages you to seek the company of like-minded people. This will help encourage you on your path as you can help encourage others. So where do you feel at ease and like you can be yourself? With whom do you feel Hakuna Matata? Like no worries. I think in the context of this reading, what this may be encouraging is like, you might be trying to force your way into this state or this place, but you can't do that. It's like falling asleep. You can't force yourself to fall asleep. You have to allow it, right? You have to sink into it. And the best way for you to do this may be through, like, if you're trying to do it through some sort of meditation where you are, I don't want to call it fault-finding meditation because it's very important. But if you're breathing, observing the breath, and every time your mind wanders, you bring it back to the breath, like the classic meditation. That's really good for creating focus, but it doesn't always get us to that state of relaxation, especially if we're not well practiced in meditating. So this might be encouraging something more fun, like a visualization meditation that takes you to like a relaxing desert oasis or something, and moving from that place into this space. It's just about getting to that state, and it feels like your nervous system might be what's stopping you from getting there. Any more advice from the cards we can get for you guys? Ooh, okay, so this is Peter after the hypnotist has a heart attack. If you've ever seen the movie Office Space, this is the very beginning of the movie. So what may be being encouraged here is actually like some hypnosis, guys. Hypnosis is the real deal. People use it actually in place of anesthesia before surgery if they can't take the anesthesia. It's a real bona fide practice. And there's lots of ways that you can actually teach yourself it. Self-hypnosis. So this may be encouraged to get into this state. There may be, like, search through YouTube, ensure that you listen without, don't just go in blind, like listen to it, read a transcript of it first. But there are lots of spiritual hypnosis videos on YouTube with professional hypnotists who take you into this space. And from there, you can get to this space of availability. Like, there's one I like that's for connecting with a higher power. That's the purpose of the hypnosis. And that has been very useful for me. So yeah, I think that's the advice on this one, guys. This was a little bit complex, but the solution is actually less thinking and more relaxing. It's like use your masculine element to research and find this hypnosis, and then let go of that aspect. Okay, then relax. All right, then let go, receive, do the hypnosis, do the thing. Be in your feminine for that aspect, because they can only reach you from that receptive, open space where you know that you are protected. And this reading is coming out. This Knight of Swords is like a fierce protector. It's got Horus on his shield. He's here to back you up. So you are safe in doing whatever this thing is. So go out on a limb and do it, because this hypnosis, or whatever you end up doing, is going to take you from the back of the cupboard and into Narnia. Good luck with this, you guys. I will see you or hear from you again in the next reading.